Alright, and welcome back to the Perfidious crew. I've got a fresh pint of the Northwest's finest porter beer. For those of you that are not growler aficionados, always make sure to shake your growler when you put it back and reseal it. It will keep for longer. Most beers are normally good for about 2.5 days. If you shake it, you can normally get about 3.5, and it will still taste, like when you first got it. But after that, they absolutely do kind of go stale, or flat. Really is probably the more accurate term. But absolutely does make a big difference, and certainly keeps the richness of the flavor for a dark beer drinker like myself. Definitely keeps that going. So let's dive back in. We got $750, which means at the end of the last session, which I pretty much did every episode up to this point in about one go over the course of a morning. So we have done a fair bit of grinding. We're already almost at 17,000 intel. We've obviously been pouring tons of money into the aircraft with the 50K Mark 1 on the lower end. We do have the Mark 3 303s with ammo feed on the rear. We do have the quad 303 Mark 3s on the nose and top turret. Yeah, I remembered. It was like, yep, the equipment racks are definitely where we are largely deficient. I did pour a bunch of money into bumping up all the fuselage armor, so we are top tier on all of that at the moment. And we finally have a homing pigeon, though we don't have the cute hat for him. Though Mark II, he gets a nice little flak helmet, and then he gets the pilot hat with Mark III. So, for cute factor, we will be fully upgrading the pigeon. I got the Mark III dinghy, and I'll be honest, even though it's a very marginal weight increase, I don't think we're going to get anything more than the Mark I. And in fact, later on, we may just forego the dinghy altogether. I mean, for cute factor, I will get the Mark III pigeon, because he doesn't actually go up in weight. It just costs us money. Money we can afford to spend. Weight I'm not willing to forego for something that largely I don't think we're going to need. So, that may be something that we end up just dumping altogether. I don't know. That's going to be a real game time decision when we start to get into the final tier of the engines and we really start to see what things are going to shape out for. Because normally what I would like to see is I would like the starboard port, this one right here that is the most difficult to click on. I would like to see that be an armored Mark 5 or Mark 6, and then everything else. I think Mark 5 actually may be the top tier. I can't remember off the top of my head. It may go up to Mark 6, but I think Mark 5 may actually be top tier. So this, I would like to try and see that become an armored Mark V, and then everything else be regular Mark V, and then we're probably going to need to make the starboard inner, which is the easiest to click on and get to, probably be a lightweight engine, and that will get us the high-end turrets, the quad 50s that we're going to need in order to complete the final missions. So that's kind of my general thinking and plan, just sort of reorienting myself with our setup. And remember what in the world we were doing. Short duration, high risk, new. What aces are left? We have Jaeger and Von Knoll. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is probably an ideal situation to go ahead and take out another campaign mission. We do have enemy damage and armor down. However, that would also be an ideal time to deal with an ace. Is there any of these that are Nah. These are offering a real good bonus. However, resistance drop is pretty easy. Radar sight, that's a lot of fighters. I think we do the resistance drop, deal with the ace while we have the bonuses, and then we'll still have enemy armor down. We can do the campaign mission. So I think that's the plan right now. This episode of the Perfidious Crew brought to you by your Beer Awareness Bureau. Be aware of beer. Yeah, I'm not nearly as good at the copy stuff that Pete is. As I understand, he writes ad copy all day long, so it's very natural for him to slip into that. And I can recognize it very clearly when he does it. It's like, oh my gosh, he just slipped right into ad copy voice, and it's pretty funny how just deliberate that is, but it still doesn't exactly come easy to me. Again, that's something I'm always in admiration of, how easy he can slip into that and just, you know, go full shill for something that doesn't exist, or something that does exist, you know. Too often he's trying to push Bill Cosby's pudding cups, or some form of catheter for the Golden Girls, I guess. I don't know. Which is biologically not possible. But anyway. Well, not probable. Alright, here we go. No, I'm thinking that through. I'm kind of like, no, catheters are universal. Just, you always hear about, you know, I just sat through watching some cable television for the first time in a long time and was amazed by the sheer amount of catheter commercials that I witnessed over the course of an hour. Kind of dumbfounding. I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I don't have cable and haven't since 2007. I hate inane commercials, and I don't understand a lot of modern shit. Yet I'm always kind of a tech fiend, though. I guess I don't understand, you know, certain modern trends, I suppose. Trend analysis, I can get into the analysis bit of it, but as for like, oh, why is this person popular? I fucking know. Okay, still got them identified. We're moving through. Go ahead and tag for recon. We're already in the shit. Colonel, give him the business. I want him incendiary and totally lit up. We're gonna run the edge of the flak crowd. Alright, Iskar, give him the business. Good job, Iskar, bringing him down. Alright, go ahead and have you reload. I want you to reload that lower turret as well. I want that ready to go for Silvadel. Good job, Ornan. Good job. Alrighty. Not quite there yet. Right. Crash, you are wounded, but I'm... You know what? We're gonna go ahead and have Poseidon top you off. Give you a little shoulder rub, you'll be good to go. Yep, there, see? You know, he laid on hands, and voila. When you go radio recon yet? Not yet. Alright. I feel it's a little more in character or in theme at this point for me to be having a beer instead of a cup of coffee, driving the drunk bus. I feel the Bullet Sponge probably would still be a little more prolific of a name, but it's like, that was my last bomber's name, so I feel wrong reusing it. It's like, no, the Bullet Sponge was its own thing. Alright, we're just gonna go right for the main point. Get back on the campaign-approved course. We'll see where this takes us. We don't have... Okay, we can go radio for recon. Obviously, we have a enemy fighter base nearby, but they haven't spotted us for reasons, apparently. I wish the game map was a little more interactive in that aspect. You could maybe drive your own campaign options and perhaps more aggressively or progressive. Oh god, okay, well, we're just going to get the hell out of here. Lean, please. Should have been using lean the whole time, that's my mistake. It's particularly important if we are going to be using this kind of traversal tactic. Alright, well, we've got fighters somewhere on the scope. Where are, okay, they are forward right. Where are they at? Come on. You were on the scope. I saw you flash. Well, that radar site triggered fighters. They are somewhere dancing around. The pair of them spawned. We just gotta find them. I'm not seeing them on the scope here. Nothing real significant. Obviously this, you know, went away as a threat circle, but still kind of active, so that's no fun. We are moving on towards the objective point. Go ahead and clear the custom. We won't go quite that far right, unless that is the actual target itself. I don't think, no, yeah, we can already see how that's lighting up. We will go ahead and just bore through this one, because I don't think we're going to be able to negate this. But I think we've got probably the shortest duration within the two threat circles going this angle. We'll fly through that. Obviously, we're not going to go anywhere near that targeted flak, which is good. That is the primary portion of this particular threat circle. Go ahead and radio recon now while we're in the thick of this shit. See if anything comes up. I'm not going to burn our evade flak in case that ship pops up right in front of us. Alright, we got full clips for everybody so far. Oh, there we go. Where are they at? There they are. Alright, we got the supplies in. To auto tag. Alright, Colonel, close doors. I'm gonna keep you in position. We are not gonna go lean plus one Silver Dollar front gun. Warning. Oh, nope, close doors, close doors. Warning, wrong button. Focus incendiary. Get ready, take the photo. Silver Dollar, that gun. Colonel, up top. Focus. Do we have anyone on the rear? Nope, no one on the rear yet. Clear that. Tag him. Warren, how you doing on ammo? Reload. Alright, just reset. Radio for recon. We climb. One more turrets exposed. Awesome. Reload, reload. Colonel, go ahead and give me that. And auto tag. Got the focus ready. Emergency dive, take me down low. focus. How's our fuel state? Not great. Not great. Alright, got another bandit on the right. Doing alright. Okay, let's get another turn to the north. And back down. This is terrible for our fuel economy. I fully understand, but it really, really does help as far as fighter engagement because it brings all of our turrets to bear. That is the one advantage of going into just like tweaking into medium versus just staying at low. It's like you really do bring all of your turrets to bear, and it is super powerful. Well, at least a lot more powerful than most give credit. Alright, Ornan's back in there, reloaded. Colonel, what's your ammo? Yeah, your ammo's fine. Alright, Silvadel. Silvadel, I need you back on station. I do find that super weird that I am automatically defaulting to calling Colonel Sherbert Colonel instead of Sherbert. Having not played any PUBG with her, I have no idea what her standard is with that group, but I just kind of, from my Air Force days, I would always default to calling someone their rank out of default, and I mean that's just basic, you know, respect within the organization. That's how that rolls. But okay, yeah, we're pretty tight on fuel. We're going to be running a lot of lean. We may actually be alternating between Crash and Silvadel to maximize the lean use. I should have been using lean more heavily on the way in, the ingress. Alrighty. Well, Sherbert, go ahead and top off. I don't really see the front gun being that large of an issue. We'll have you get a fresh set of ammo belts while you're back there. No, put that back. Get those. There you go. Yeah, we already got. Well, we don't have any fuel if we do happen to come up with an additional target or any kind of new photo opportunity. Which is kind of funny because given my personal experience with Air Force Intel, trust me, if you radio with them and you say you have time and fuel to go spend on additional recon, they always have targets for you. They always have something. It may be a little out of your way, but there's always something they would like an additional look at. I'm like, hey, we don't have photos of this in the last, 3 months. You want to update us? We would love that. Trust me, there is always something that they would love to have more current intel on. There's zero times, I think, probably in reality that, they're really calling back and be like, no, we got nothing we want you to look at. You just dump the fuel, come straight back, we don't care, there's nothing. It's like, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I'm pretty sure most intel groups are gonna be like, hell yes, we have lots we would love for you to photograph if you're willing to put yourself in danger or take the time and you have the fuel to spare, absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead, because we're a little tight on fuel, I am going to set ourselves up for a nice, long south arrival. I am not going to trust the game to run us straight to the base, turn horribly left, and put us on this monster of an arrival turn. The monstrosity of a downwind turn, because he runs basically like right up to a beam the field, is what we call that in the flying, where you would just come in at almost a 90-degree angle, turn left, and run downwind. It's like, no, you would never actually. It's horribly inefficient. I mean, you would if you're coming in at a high altitude. You can use that kind of angle to work within the airspace constrictions and to actually come down at a very high rate of descent within a short range of the field. We call that more of a combat approach, because we use that to try and minimize the security perimeter around bases. But it's horribly inefficient from a fuel perspective. At least the way that this is being flown. There are ways of flying that beam approach and being wildly efficient in terms of fuel, but this game doesn't do that. I think that was... it's often the fog and crap, and I can't really tell exactly what the proper, you know, alignment is. Okay, we came in within 30 degrees. That's an acceptable turn for an approach. You know, you would not be surprised if an ATC guy gave you that kind of a vector to a final. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You can see already, you know, Pete was able, you know, we lowered the gear and we were able to deal with that. Alright, is that our hydraulic? No, that was the O2 again. Fuck the O2, we don't give a shit. And my apologies, I should have had that on fast forward. My sincere apologies to anyone actually, you know, deigning to take the time to watch this series. I should have saved you a little bit, but I would, you know, kind of got on a rant there. Got the weapons, we got some intel, decent bit of money, more money, decent, you know, little bonus. Hey, we got the 5,000. Good. Okay. Time to hopefully upgrade all of our equipment stations. I think that is probably the current priority. I'd like to see that bumped up, because that is going to be very important coming up. We should also upgrade our ventral turret. May upgrade more of our engines. I'm not sure here. But definitely the aircraft seeing most of the love here. How much would that cost us? 3,500 for the ventral turret upgrade. Systems wise, we could go spend 5,100 to get the max level on the electrics. That's going to cost us a sizable amount of weight with 150. Oxygen is capped, also capped. Fuselage, we are up to Armored Mark IV. That is going to cost a lot of money and take a lot of weight. A lot of weight. Again, I'm okay with us spending money frivolously on the Pigeon. I'm less so with the dinghy. Particularly at an additional cost of another 100 weight. To the max level. And frankly, I even in my very first campaign, I never ran into a ditch situation. So I'm very much leaning towards we just dump it to save weight. Do we go lightweight Mark III? I think I'd rather go Mark V on the outer. Well, let's pour the money into this one. That's our major upgrade. We've got that taken care of. I would like to get at least each of these, and you know, we can get this up to a tier 3. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Nope, I want the extra med kit. We got 1 med kit, 2 med kit, 3, and there's our 3rd med kit. Alright, so we don't have very many parachutes, which is bad. That's not good. We are very well covered in terms of fire coverage. I'm going to go ahead and, and swap that for a parachute. A very, very good fire coverage. We don't need 4 fire extinguishers. We need more medkits than anything. I'm covering my bases with parachutes just in case, because it feels like the proper thing that I should be doing, let alone the gamesmanship in me knows that probably should just have more medkits. We would get more use out of those than we would actual parachutes. The parachutes are a nice sort of padding, but they're not realistic in terms of how the game is likely to play out. Still makes me chuckle, Jarek Iskar versus Iskar Jarek. But I think if I had I and then Jarek, that would be too weird for me. No, not gonna happen. We are slowly approaching the point where we're gonna need to save some money for the upgrades in thermal stuff for the gloves and the boots in order to get us to be able to handle high altitude temperatures. But we're not there yet. I'd rather continue to pour money into the aircraft itself. That's going to be much more sustainable. Because literally you can do everything but the Vienna, the Berlin, Black Towers, respectively, and the final mission, along with, there's one other mission that you have to use a Grand Slam bomb. There's 2 campaign missions that require Grand Slam bomb, and then there's the Vienna Flag Tower and the Berlin Flag Tower. Those 4 missions require high altitude, and everything else we really don't actually need. Did we have an ace? I never even saw the ace, and I specifically took that mission to fight the ace. That was weird. Okay. Dang it. Well, we kind of lost our bonus. I never saw the ace. That really stinks. I'll take this one and go try him again. What is this mission? We received intelligence. High-ranking Illuminati officer, Secret HQ, Elder House. The area is scattered with radar sites. Oh, yeah, this is not a bad mission. We're going to go ahead and burn our enemy armor down one more time, get a little extra money, and hopefully actually engage an enemy ace like we should have the last time. That's very strange. I never saw the ace at all. That's the first time I can recall. Like, okay, there was a warning for an enemy ace on the mission, and we just flat out never saw him. I'm sure it's probably happened before, and I'm just... Poseidon, you didn't get any ammo. Stop being a little bitch. Okay, back to your position. Get in the hole. Good job, Solo. Raise the gear. Clean. Get on course. I am really disappointed we weren't able to encounter the ace. I'm gonna have to look over the video just to see, like, did we encounter it? I'm just not remembering at all. It's entirely possible, I suppose. I don't remember seeing the ace one bit. It's normally like clockwork. If they warn you, the ace will be there. It says, yeah, there he is. Alright, well, we got a couple of bandits. 12 o'clock high. Just like the old movie. I mean, I wholeheartedly respect everything that the classic bombers did and stuff, but man, oh man, are some of the old movies that tried to showcase, like, the heroics of those bomber missions and stuff really, really bad. They are not good films. It is not good storytelling at all. Always try to wait for the straight run-in when you give your guys a focus. And certainly, anytime you can focus with an incendiary or special ammo, oh man, is that powerful. Ready for recon? Where's our ace? I can see him. He's more on the radar. Yeah. Okay, that's our target. Let's see if we can bomb the sucker. Doors. Nope, we cannot bomb it. Because we only have 3 bombs, we have to destroy a bunch of radar sites. Oh, is that one of the radar sites? My bad, I did not pay attention to the brief. Very well then. I don't think we're gonna get there in time, to be honest. Oh, there we go. And we got an ace. Aha! Where's he at? There they are. Doors, get on the bottom, climb to medium, get ammo, get the top gun. Focus AP ammo. Go, 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 go. Give me defensive. Tag those fighters. God, I wish I had Spitfires. This hurts. This hurts a lot. Made the flak. Did we get him? I think we got him. Dive. How's our health doing? Oh god, Crash is getting fucked up. Defensive. Poseidon, get on that shit. Put out the fire. Get back on. Get out of this flat cloud. Morning, help. Thank you, sir. Let me focus incendiary from Iskar. Come on. Alright, give me some lean. Morning, reload. Fine, fine. Got new fighters coming in. 12 o'clock. Well, all 12 o'clock. Not the new 12 o'clock, the old 12 o'clock. Are they on us yet? Not yet. We're still down to the number 2 engine. It's not good. I'm not putting Silverado out there yet, though. Focus. Come on, Colonel. There we go. Good girl. Woman? Sorry. Whatever's less offensive. Let her go. Alright, Silvadel, now we're gonna risk your life. And how? Oh my gosh, we have 3 fighters inbound and we still got a man on the wing. This is not good. Why are we turned that way? Let me recon. You know what? Screw it. Auto tag. I want that extra fighter. Dude, back in. Get on the bottom turret. Let's go. Ooh, Focus APMO did some good work. Alright. Crash, we're not quite there yet. I can't take you off. But here's our backup medic. Iskar, go get on the table. Give me a reload. Like the lower turret. Oh, you're on the lower turret. Okay, get over there. Morning. Reload that. Sure, Bert. On that. Go ahead and fix Crash. We'll try and do some doubling up here on the healing and such. That's actually working pretty well. Not bad. Oh yeah, lean. We're not quite. I can't quite get us to full, or sorry, to fast forward yet. But we'll get there shortly. Good job, Poseidon. You're doing the Lord's work there. Go ahead and get a fresh belt of ammo. Go fix up Silvadel. Get on the front turret. Poseidon, get back on the station. I need to know where things are. Went just that way. But a pretty long south arrival. Not happy about, but it'll work. We'll be fine. Who's our other medic? Iskar, go fix up Pete. I'm beginning to see some of the fault in perhaps making the tail gunner the backup medic. However, the problem is that normally my tail gunner gets roughed up, but he never goes down. The middle turret gunner is often the one that goes down. It's typically the middle turret and the ventral turret tend to go down together in a really nasty dogfight. Those two tend to go down as a pair. So I've realized, like, oh, well, previously my top turret gunner was my backup medic. And he was always one of the first two, or the first one to go down. And it's like, this may have been a poor choice. So it was kind of like, oh, well, this time I should probably make my tail turret gunner. Yeah. He's often around, but he's rarely, You still working on Pete? Oh, you're still working on Pete. Okay, I can't even use you for fixing other things. Sorry, Poseidon, I didn't get you fixed up, but it's not like it really matters. This is just, you know, personal, like, hey, I should stay on top of this. Bastard! Got away. We had the bonus too. Damn, damn, damn. The aces are really about the only reason to... Well, not the only reason, but they are the primary reason to really bump up all of your turrets. It's like, okay, sometimes the engagement times are so short, it's like you really need those high-end turrets to make that stuff work. Alrighty, let's get to exit debrief. We've got new O2 systems. We got the cute hat on the homing pigeon. And we can save a lot of weight and probably get a nice DPS bump with that on Iskar's tail turret. So we'll look at that in the next episode. Been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.